Hello, welcome back. We did one that walks, very cool. Some more specs, found nothing. Some cloud trapeze. We lost Gift of Health, which is very disappointing. Because man has cast Purgatory. So, yeah. That's a shame. I don't think Purgatory is going to do much to us, but sad to lose Gift of Health. Of all the things we could have lost. Also, we cast Black Death on man's cap again. And lots of battles, as you can see. I don't think anything particularly interesting happened this month, but, well, there's this, so... Did Mistswarm on turn 1 this time. Where is my guy? There you are. So, did Mistswarm on turn 1 this time. Into some mages and Kushis, mostly. We get off one Wind of Death. Eventually. There it goes. And then we do get hit and get sent home immediately, which is a shame. I guess you're not a combat caster anyway, are you? So once the Kushis got up, he stopped casting. Yeah, but there's Wind of Death. Killing all the mushrooms is quite funny. Yeah, we did get a Crown of Avalanche, that's pretty good. 465 gold, 4 rec point cap mage. Pretty good. A couple of Kushis as well. I think those guys also then attacked us. I think they were trying to move to the surface, because we got attacked by this in Valrest, but yeah, it didn't go so well for them at that point. So, pretty good overall. What else then have we got? So, we can see Nabar attacking Pyrenees a bit, taking some provinces with camels, and Agartha moving into that little cave province next to us. Besides that, we've got, let's see, took a province with a Wraith Lord, not bad, and lost a province. Took a province with a Wraith Lord, took a province with a Wraith Lord, killed 3 militia, province with a Wraith Lord, province with a Wraith Lord. Also lost Greenlands, took Imicton, took Forbidden Fields. Getting blasted by Purgatory. So this is going to hurt our Wraith Lords, but I don't think they're going to get too badly damaged by this. Maybe if we're unlucky they might get an Affliction, but I doubt it. And yeah, some Water Rally attacks as well. Not very successful though. At all. You know, Forest, one of our assassins was beset by a ravenous hunger and got wounded. I don't know what this is, because he's already been healed of the wound. Which, come to think of it, is pretty strange since Gift of Health got dispelled this turn. How did you get healed? Oh, maybe it was this thing? Interesting. Well, we have an Empoisoner with 50 leadership now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what the Ravenous Hunger was. Besides that, we got some Nature Gems, attacked by Knights, and a local sect. So Wisespring Grove got hit by quite a few Knights. So that is this province. And that's basically it for messages. Agartha is still not open, unfortunately, but it is severely damaged now, so... Probably opens next turn. Sure hope so. And yeah, that's it for messages. So, underground, Agartha has walked something out and is in Chillad now. I'm still just moving stuff onto Agartha. Army still looks like this. I'm planning on... I don't know if it's this turn or next turn. But I'm planning on moving a... Cloud Trapeze at Agartha. Yeah, it's this turn. I'm planning on Cloud Trapezing an Air Mage over here. So that a couple of guys up here can get Gift of Flight cast on them. And Body Ethereal as well. So there's a couple of, like, gel cubes. There's... our Wraith Lord is up there as well. He can get Gift of Flighted, hopefully. Also, this random guy I gave all the, the items he's picked up, he can get Gift of Flighted too. So yeah, we'll have a couple of guys getting Gift of Flighted. Mainly the Wraith Lord is what I want to get Gift of Flighted, because I think this enchantment means he won't be able to walk through the walls even though he's ethereal, so yeah, I want to make sure he can get behind the walls quickly. So we'll do that, but otherwise, I mean, it's the same story over here, just waiting for the walls to open. Not much else to say about that. But that's the underground situation. I think we do have a priest here as well, building a temple, so I mean, trying to push some more Dominion down here, but Agartha's Dominion is just remaining strong, unfortunately. Up on the surface, I'll do another Black Death on Man's Cap. Down to, what, 2, 3, 4 rec points currently? Let's see. Man. Your cap-only things are 60 rec points. So you can still just about recruit 3 per turn. Let's cut that again. Let's do some more Black Death. That should be pretty good. We also have Do Not Resuscitate here. He is our lightning-themed Wraith Lord. He's got a Shock Trident. Very nice, some Chain Shock. With his Horror Helmet, his White Dragon Scale Mail, some Quickness Boots, Anti-Magic Amulet, and his Storm Spore. I'm gonna go hit the Knights, then probably the Spine Devils, and then... I don't know, I might send him underground to go and take these provinces or something. But he should be pretty safe to kill most things. Hoping he gets in the Hall of Fame. Army stuff is still building up in Salt Plain so that we can attack this throne eventually. Well, this throne eventually, which is where this guy is still lurking. But we'll probably hit this first. I guess he's stashing the army here so that he isn't in the disease. I'm not sure. But yeah, we've almost got this army put together. We'll go through the vampires and then hit this. This turn a bunch of Wraith Lords are going to move on to Venna though. We'll see if he's patrolling with anything, and if not, we'll just wipe out the PD. 3 Wraith Lords should be able to do that. And yeah, as you can see, we've taken quite a few of these provinces now that don't have forts on them. I'll just try and hold all of this territory if I can. And yeah, over the next few turns, hopefully the Agartha storming goes well, we move that to the surface, and then this gets put together, and we have 2 armies that can walk around and cap the actual forts, and in the meantime, the Wraith Lords just hold all the territory. That's the plan anyway. Not sure what to do about the global situation. Oh yeah, we're also cloud appeasing onto this turn with fines for polluting, so yeah. Business as usual there. Yeah, globals now. So Purgatory's up. All hostile undead beings have Dominion times 10% chance of being hit for 18 points of armor-piercing fire damage. So, yeah. Gonna hurt the Wraith Lords a little bit, but they do have some armor. 18, so not gonna hit too much. And Man's Dominion is actually quite weak over here. Well, weaker than it could be. Only 5 candles here, for instance, 3 over here. So, might not be too bad. Probably can't march any Soulless into Man's territory now, though, which is a bit of a shame, but I was just using those for siege strength against Agartha, really. But yeah, still moving Wraith Lords around to these random provinces, as you can see. We are picking up a few gems from over here. Some nice sites over here, we'll grab those. Might bump into this in Dumna, or somewhere nearby, so could wipe out a few things with Wraith Lords there. And yeah, so far so good, I think. Not much else to say, really. Building some temples underwater this turn as well, so we're getting the temple down underground. There's also a temple going down in Cerulean, one going down in Underhome as well. And yeah, I was going to summon a Juggernaut this month. But I don't know, I might save up some pearls and try to dispel Purgatory just to put Gift of Health back up, to be honest. We'll see what happens. I could also do that water dispel if I wanted to. Opposition of Water, or whatever it's called. Let's see, where is that? Water 560 gems. If I want to keep the pearls. I don't know, we'll see. But either way, I should probably try and get Gift of Health back up. It's a pretty good one for us. Our mages over here are, yeah, going to start picking up diseases now, which is a bit annoying. I could have them all just start making Boots of the Spider for themselves, I suppose. We're only on 8 gems per month at the moment, though. Oh yeah, and speaking of Boots the Spider, we do have the Worm Mage now. I'm going to make some items for this guy. These are really cool mages. They're not quite as durable as the Wraith Lords, but they are immortal. They do have... I think they have some base protection, no? Oh no, it's invulnerability they have, right. They've got 15 invuln plus slash and pierce resistance, so they're not quite as fragile as they look. They also free spawn bugs, I think. I don't think that has an icon, but I'm pretty sure every turn they summon insects. And if they do die, they burst into insects first, and they can come back to life in the battle. Kind of like a weird version of Phoenix Power or something. Got natural reinvigoration, natural regen, natural recoup. They're very cool mages. I'm gonna forge some items for this guy eventually. For now though, I'm gonna save some gems just for a turn. We're gonna have this army here next turn. I'll start putting together some boosters and things for these guys. See what we need. And yeah, I might do some dispelling or something, I'm not sure exactly yet. But let's just see how things go. I'm hoping this is open next month. We're through the enchantment, it's back to severely damaged. And we have, what, 740 siege strength. I mean, it has to break next month, there's no way. So, I might just storm immediately, just to... I mean, how hard could it be, really? And we'll see what happens. Besides that, though, I do have these assassins with the items. They've all got acorns and skull talismans. I'll move them over here, see if we can assassinate some mages once this army is all together in Henwood. And I think that's it for 68, so yeah. There it is, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We start with a message from Man. No health, only fire. We'll see about that. Did some more Black Death on his cap though, so yeah. Cloud appears. Report from Giant Spine, so we're getting hit over here again. Something was cast at the Frost Dome. And then... a fire spell has been absorbed by the Forest Dome, which in turn caught fire and was destroyed, unfortunately. So we lost our Forest Dome. So there's probably fires from afar or something got cast at us, but yeah. I might try to put the Forest Dome back up if things become a problem again. Besides that, lots of battles. So we start in Halimire. We have an Adept of the Golden Order has teleported onto us. He's now diseased. Or maybe was always diseased, I don't know. Has a skull cap, has done Power of the Spheres. Has 2 pearls. It's now doing Phoenix Power. Power, rather. And it's trying to do Soul Slay. Hit the PD, though. And then again. Trying to Soul Slay our Wraith Lords, I guess. And Enslave Mind. Didn't even Enslave Mind the commander, though, so... We take out 1. We also get the Skull Cat, which is actually quite good for the Wraith Lords, because it gives them 1 more point of magic resistance, so that's kind of cool. Agrarian X, we teleported into with Fines for Polluting. So, pretty big stack here, actually. Still doing Mistform on turn 1, though. Just to be safe. We do make him blow some gems, it looks like. That was Oaken Army. There goes Wind of Death. Don't think we get this off twice, though. I think he gets hit by an arrow, and yeah. Bit of a shame. But still killed 123 things, so including an Adept. And 2 Mothers of Avalon. So not bad. Also 14 Kushis, 6 Knights of Avalon, some Knights of Man, some Cavalry, 65 Longbowmen, and 7 Spears, so, you know, not too bad overall. Towers of Heaven was another one of these guys, so some gems, a skull cap. This did make me realize I should probably put some more PD in these provinces to dilute the field a bit. Yeah, this is the same sort of story as the previous one. And he doesn't even do the commander, and then the Wraith Lord kills him, so... And once again, we get the skull caps. 2 Wraith Lords have skull caps now, which is pretty funny. Other than that, we got Terran's Peaks we took, Terrace Peaks rather, Lapintha, some units moved into us. I think we just lose this province though. Yeah. We took Lapintha, we took Greenwoods, Senextro, and he moves into Temiglia. We do have a Wraith Lord here. It's a basic, legally dead guy. Actually not super basic. He's got a rainbow armor and a storm spore. So, get to really showcase how good Wraith Lords are against mundane units. Because he doesn't really care about these guys at all. Great work. He's up to 142 kills-ish. 100 experience. So nice work, Legally Dead. He does end up in the Hall of Fame from that, and gets extraordinary agility, so pretty good actually. So that was Temiglia. Killed 80 things. Not bad. Vena, we also had a battle in. Not much to see there though. And Whispering Grove was Do Not Resuscitate. Be a Lightning Wraith Lord. Into a bunch of knights as well, so... very similar. Just, you know, electricity themed. So that was Whispering Grove. 29 kills, not bad. Purgatory hit us, 1 unit was wounded, and no one was killed. Nice. We attacked some things with water rallies, including that independent vampire, but no success, unfortunately. Solaria, we're getting blighted, and Fairy Forest, and Salt Plains, and Purina. I guess this is the response to Black Death, but doesn't bother us quite as much. It is quite a bit of gold lost, I suppose, this turn, but... I got some blood slaves, and some gold to make up for the blights, I suppose. Some people being sacrificed. Man getting attacked by trolls. Also, we lost all 3 of our empoisoners, which I'm a bit sad about. Turns out Man has a bunch of stuff patrolling, so... yeah. I guess we get to see what's patrolling, but... bit of a shit. Wow, that was pretty funny. It's a shame nothing got killed by that. Yeah. So we lost all 3 of our ballpoint pens. Ooh. Castle and Salt Plains is completed. Ven is unharmed. Agartha's breached. So there we go. Range of Light, we got some immigrants, and yeah, we got Legally Dead into the Hall of Fame. So congrats to him. So here's the map now. I'm recording this a few days after the turn got submitted, so let's get caught up together. First up, Temples are down. We do have this H3 on standby now in case we can try and claim one of these thrones soon. But yeah, we need an army before we can do that. It does look like this area is pretty lightly defended though, all things considered. But yeah, I'm just recruiting stuff underwater now to fill up the thrones. Not a lot happening otherwise. Yeah, I am I'm still thinking about dispelling Purgatory next month and trying to put up Gift of Health again, although we need some more nature gems. I might just do a bunch of alchemy next month, I'm not sure. I do have some items on our Worm Mage though. He's going to head off and join up with the army soon. He just needs the rest of his items. So I'm going to give him 2 nature boosters, the Moonvine Bracelet and a Thistle Mace. And a lucky coin. And then the question is Helmet. Decided I'm going to blow 40 death gems on a Wraith Crown, because I never made this item before. And it seems like, you know, a pretty good one for the Worm Mage. Might let him solo raid empty provinces quite easily. Although I think Worm Mages are pretty decent at that anyway. But, you know, 5d6 Long Dead and Ethereality doesn't hurt. I don't know. I've never made this item before. It's too expensive for what it does, I think. But I'm rolling in death gems, and why not? We'll flex a bit. We'll have a worm mage with a wraith crown. Seems pretty good. So that's what's happening underwater. That's the lucky coin there and the wraith crown. Other than that, not much happening underwater at the moment. Underground, we have breached Agartha, so I'm just going to storm castle. We'll see how it goes. I'm not storming with the soulless. I think maybe they're just a liability, but everything else can storm. So, Sobex, Sinos, the block in the top left. Besides that, usual business. Not much to say, really. By this point, you should be well acquainted with the usual spells we do. But just in case you're not, it's Relief, Howl, Rigor Mortis, Army Regen, Serpent's Blessing, Life After Death, Foul Vapors. Probably something else in there as well, I don't know. But there we go. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm hoping that we... I mean, I still don't know what Agartha's god is the thing. That's, you know, so this is still a bit risky. But, yeah, let's just storm it. What's the worst that could happen? We lose the whole army and just die? I don't know. No way, right? Zero chance that happens. So we'll storm immediately, and then hopefully Agartha goes AI at that point, and that's the end of it. That's the underground situation. So that just leaves above ground. What are we doing? Well, finally going to move out some sort of army this turn. We'll hit Comberg, take out the vampires. I decided that I'm going to move all of the air mages out because they're just going to get diseased anyway, sitting in our dominion. And they can gift of flight or stuff. It's pretty good. I wonder where the army went that I could see here. It looks way smaller now. Oh no, it was here, wasn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll hit the vampires. We've got not quite as much stuff at the moment, but I'm hoping it's not as big a deal. What we do have is, let's see. We've got Quagmire. We've got a guy spamming Witherbones currently, because we're against the vampires. But eventually, actually two guys, but eventually they can do Rigor Mortis and Life After Death. And then we've also got Frostflesh, Army, and Rain. So Frostflesh is Fire Res, Rain is Fatigue for fire stuff. Which might be useful against man. They seem to have a lot of adepts of the Golden Order, so this is the Golden Throne, in fact. So it seems like Fire Res prep is good. We'll see how things go. So that army's finally coming together. We're going to do another Cloud Trapeze over here. I'm going to hit this stack. It has a bunch of statue guys, living statues. So they won't be affected by Wind of Death at all, but we'll see what else is here. You know, that seems like that might be an anti-Wind of Death stack, so we'll see what's with it. Or it's got a bunch of statues to discourage hitting it with Wind of Death, right? So either way, good target for Wind of Death if you ask me. Since I have to give the Ring of Sorcery to this guy to be able to make a lucky coin, I had to switch his items back to the Spell Focus and the Skull Staff, so yeah. Doesn't make too much difference though, I don't think. It's got one pen instead of two, we'll see. But that's all fine. We didn't get hit by any rituals this month over here, so... Oh wait, we did. Oh, this is the turn. Okay. Right. I got my turns mixed up. Yeah, so I'll put up Forest Stone eventually, but I don't know. I burned through so many nature gems, and I want to get up Gift of Health as well. We'll see what happens next month if we get hit by... I just realized our Astral Dome has also expired. Yeah, hopefully we don't get hit by anything too brutal next turn. That would be a bit of annoying. But we'll see what happens, I suppose. Do you still have pearls? Nope. Bit of a shame. But yeah. We'll see what happens next month if I need to put the domes back up. But yeah, army moving out here. Lightning Wraith Lord, gonna hit Blue Moss next. Take that back. And that just leaves this area, which is just Wraith Lords moving around still. Two Wraith Lords are staying in this area. One's going underground, so ending up in Hot Hollows. I just want one Wraith Lord in this area that can basically stop an attack from some mercenaries and stuff. So that should be okay. Besides that, we're still holding most of this territory. The Adepts didn't manage to push us out. So we'll keep trying to just take all of the unforted provinces with Wraith Lords. Also spent all of our gold this month on putting the PD and everything up to 15, so there's no more provinces with 1 point of PD, making the Wraith Lords easier targets. And besides that, I don't think there's much to say. There's the forging, hydropesing as usual. There's some more forging. Also making a Starshine Skullcap. And that looks like everything, so yeah. Next turn, we'll see how this army looks in combat. We'll also see what happens in Agartha, hopefully nothing bad. And, I mean, we might be about to get attacked by man over here as well. What's our Dominion here? 9? Yeah, a few Juggernauts in this province would actually be quite good, wouldn't they? Make sure it stays a rock-solid 10. Let's just see how the map looks next turn. I think we're done with Black Deaths though. Man's cap is down to 172 rec points. His sacreds are at 60 each, so he can get 2 sacred units a turn now. I think we've done enough damage. It's down to 5,000 population and 95 income. Yeah. Plus he lost all this territory. Actually, we can check the graph, can't we? What's your income now? That's a bit of a dip. Not a huge amount, but we weren't aiming for economic damage, we were aiming for rec point damage. Although, yeah, he's also lost a lot of territory, hasn't he? What do provinces look like? Yeah, I mean, it's also not that big, is it? In terms of, like, the whole graph. I mean, he's lost, like, what? Maybe, like, a fifth of his provinces? Probably doesn't feel great, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I think next turn's going to be interesting. Let's just leave things there and see how the map looks then. But that was turn 69, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.